Hello, everybody. Today I'm gonna show you how to use SUMIF, SUMIFs, COUNTIFs, and average ifs functions. Let's start. This data shows the sales of different kinds of jackets. It isn't real data. I made it up. I would like to explain the data a bit. Column B shows transaction numbers. Column C shows categories. Column D shows size of the jackets. Column E shows color of the jackets, and column F shows the sales price. For each color of the jacket sold, I would like to calculate sales amount, number of the jackets sold, and average sales price. For example, I would like to calculate sales revenue for red jackets, number of the red jackets sold, and average sales price for red jackets sold. But before starting, I would like to create a drop-down list for the colors. Let's create a drop-down list. Data validation. Let's choose list. Let's choose colors. Click on OK. Now we have drop-down list for colors. If I click on that, I see we have 3 different colors. Let's choose red color and start using SUMIF function to calculate total sales revenue for the red jacket sold. SUMIF, open parenthesis, down here Excel shows what to do. Criteria, we need to choose the criteria range, comma, criteria itself, comma, and sum range. Our sum range is the column F. Let's choose it, close the parenthesis, hit the enter. Now let's calculate number of the red jackets sold. Let's insert COUNTIF, open parenthesis, range. Our range is the color. Let's choose it, comma, criteria itself. Let's choose it, close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's insert average if function to calculate average sales price for red jackets sold. Range, it's our criteria range. We will choose colors, comma, criteria itself, comma, and average range. Our average range is the column F. Let's choose it, close the parenthesis, hit enter. If I change the color from red to green, Excel will automatically update all the information accordingly. If I change the color from green to yellow, Excel will update all information for me. Down here, I mentioned that whenever we have one condition, we can use SUMIF, COUNTIF, and AVERAGEIF. But whenever we have one or more conditions to check, we can only use SUMIFS, COUNTIFs, and AVERAGEIFs functions. Let's delete everything from here. Change the color back to red and start using SUMIFs, COUNTIFs, and AVERAGEIFs functions with one condition. Equal SUMIFs, open parenthesis. Down here, Excel shows what to do. Sum range, it's the column F, comma, criteria range, it's the column E, comma, and criteria itself. Let's choose the criteria, close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's insert the COUNTIFs function to calculate number of the red jackets sold. Down here, Excel shows what to do. Criteria range, it is column E, comma, and criteria itself. Let's choose our criteria, close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's insert average if function, ifs function. Excel shows what to do here. Average range, it's column F, comma. Criteria range, it's column E, comma. And criteria itself, let's choose the criteria. Close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's calculate total sales amount, number of the jackets sold, and average sales price based on 3 different conditions such as category, size, and color. I already created drop-down list for each of them. Let's choose waterproof. Let's choose size M, and let's choose red color. Now let's calculate total sales amount for waterproof jacket with size M and red color. SUMIFS, open parenthesis, sum range. Our sum range is the column F, comma, criteria range 1. Our first criteria range is the category, comma, criteria itself, comma, criteria range 2. It is column D, comma, and criteria itself, comma, and criteria range 3, which is the color. Let's choose the color, comma, and criteria itself, which is the column J, row 7. J7. And close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's insert COUNTIFS function to calculate number of the waterproof jackets sold with size M and red color. Equal COUNTIFS, open parenthesis, criteria range 1, let's choose first criteria, comma, criteria itself, comma, criteria range 2, which is the column D, size, comma, criteria itself, comma, and criteria range 3, which is the column E, comma, and criteria itself. Let's close the parenthesis, hit enter. Now let's insert AVERAGEIFS function to calculate average sales price for the waterproof jacket with size M and red color. Average range, it's a column F, comma, criteria range 1, category, comma, criteria itself, comma, criteria range 2, it's the column D, comma, and criteria itself, comma, and criteria range 3, which is the column E, colors, comma, and criteria itself. Let's close the parenthesis, hit enter. If I change the size from M to S and change the color, Excel will update all the information for me. So let's summarize. Whenever we have one condition to check, we can use SUMIF, COUNTIF, and AVERAGEIF. But whenever we have one or more conditions to check, we can use SUMIFS, COUNTIFs, and AVERAGEIFs. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.